You guys are now tuned into the Re-Up podcast. And today actually is a really special day for us because usually these past 4 months we've been doing over Zoom interviews. So back-to-back Zoom interviews because no one wants to get, catch the Rona, like they call it. So which is good. But today we have two special guests in the building. Today we got Seth33 and his manager Nico here live in studio. Our first live in studio session in about 4 months.
No mask.
Yes, perfect.
No mask.
I mean, listen, we're indoors, so I don't think the mask really applies indoors.
Man, I'm healthy, man. I'm blessed.
Exactly. We got 10 people in here, but it's fine.
Right.
I don't think anybody really cares. So, how have you two adjusted to working with COVID for the most part? Because I know everything's kind of been put on pause. Any type of plans for 2020 have kind of been put on pause. So, have you guys kind of maneuvered through working with that?
I mean, I've been working on music, period. So everything was stagnant at first, but I've been working on this EP for a while. So, I mean, it's coming together now. I'm about to drop it on June 30th.
Did you have any shows planned out, or maybe videos, specific stuff that kind of got canceled?
I mean, right now, I don't have nothing planned, but I was working with Power 105.1.
Really? Talk to me a little about that. What were you guys putting out?
You ever heard of his name? Sorry. But
DJ Self?
No, it wasn't DJ Self. It was his name is Amir. He was in the backgrounds though.
Okay.
He put me on, so that's how I felt. When I worked with him, it was it wasn't something big, but it was he was part of it.
Were they gonna play one of your songs on a radio or for an interview or something like that?
What I was doing, basically, he was putting me on, but I didn't really follow up. That's what it was, because the whole Corona thing happened around that time. So that's what I mean. I was getting to that. That's why my show stopped.
Got you.
That basically happened.
Nico, is it tough as a manager, being that everyone's kind of try to be the hottest artist right now. Everyone's trying to be, start of 2020, being the hottest, artist, and the best manager and all that. Is it tough to kind of organize things with Corona, or have you kind of gotten used to it?
I mean, working with Seth, he's a very unique artist. So his sound is so different than everybody else's. I try to make his art, or I try to make his presentation as unique as his sound. So it hasn't really been difficult because we're still new into the game, right? A lot of new artists are coming out and emerging and coming out and fading away. We're trying to make it so that we're putting material that's going to make sure that we're going to be here and then we're going to stick for a little while.
What makes Seth different than any other artist that's coming up right now?
I just think the hunger. I mean, if you see where we make music, where we come from, our day-to-days is just the hunger. I think living his life, and I know his life, and living my life, and him knowing my life, we understand, we feed off each other. And I think just the hunger for more, the hunger to be the best is what really drives us and what makes him different.
So you're not only a manager, but you also you coach basketball, and you have a whole bunch of trades. You have a mutual friend, Mike, who told me you have 15 jobs or something like that.
I wouldn't say
his
15,
his exact words and all that.
Yeah, I am a man who wears many hats. I mean, I try to when I dip into something and focus on one thing, is not to focus on anything else, so I don't get distracted. When I'm working with him and we're doing the music, I'm solely doing the music. I'm solely doing the cover art. We're working on different visuals, different ideas. So when I'm with him, I'm with him. When I'm doing the basketball, I'm doing the basketball. So I can switch.
So you're a basketball coach, right? You organize camps and all that?
Yeah.
Do you feel like organizing camps and being a coach kind of correlates to being a manager? Because you have to be in charge of somebody else, but let them do their own thing, but still kind of be there as a support system?
The leadership skills definitely carry over for the most part. I mean, it's a little different when you're dealing with kids and then when you're dealing with an adult.
Right.
But the leadership skills definitely carry over for sure.
What makes him a good manager, in your opinion?
I mean, he's assertive, and he basically tells me what he expects and what I should do. It makes sense.
Do you two clash heads sometimes?
All the time. I think the passion.
Yeah, we definitely clash heads a couple of times. But it needs to happen because we need to make sure that we're clear.
Because he has to push you towards a certain goal. Then again, everyone's trying to be the hottest artist right now.
Sure.
Can't be complacent about stuff.
For sure. I mean, when you have two passionate people going at something at the same goal, it's more of debates more than arguments. You know what I'm saying? Right. I never say that we ever argue over anything. We just debate, and then we come to a mutual understanding about what the goal is, and then we just keep going forward.
Yeah, well, when you say argument, it's not exactly fighting over, I don't know, stupid stuff that people might fight over. It's more debates over, maybe you can do this better, maybe you can do that better. Certain stuff like that. So I think stuff like that is very constructive because, having those type of conversations, if you're an adult, right? Again, if you have a little kid mindset, maybe like one little argument might like ruin everything. All right, let's go into shit. You know, fuck
For
you.
sure.
I don't want to work with you and all that.
For sure.
But you two kind of seem like you guys have like down packed.
For example, we just had like a little debate over how serious you wanted to go at the YouTube, right?
Yeah.
I thought we
Exactly.
wanted to go at a different direction, more focusing on a different area. He
Right.
was explaining like, nah, YouTube is it. Like YouTube is
Yeah,
another
absolutely.
outlet for people to listen to music. And he just had a lot of dope ideas. And I kind of was just, okay, let me take a step back. Let me actually listen to what he's saying. Let me apply. And then we move forward. And then we actually put all the stuff on YouTube. And then now we're all at a mutual place. Now we're moving on to the next project. So
Yeah, of course. Yeah, even now, like for me personally as a brand, I've been trying to like branch out to more platforms for podcasts. So for example, I'm on Anchor, which is run by Spotify. They pretty
Mhm.
much put your podcasts on other types of platforms. So now we're on Breaker, we're on Pocket Casts, like Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts soon. So I think for any type of creator, it's definitely important not only to just, you know, be good and be like very talented, because it's not that anybody can be talented, but you can be the most talented person and not be heard by millions of people.
Sure.
Just because you're not on any type of platform.
and that's
That's
how
a
he
fact.
feels.
Yeah.
You need to be on everything because you gotta have that exposure. Like me, I've been exposed because of my publisher. And shout out to Lander. They've been pushing my music for two years now since I started. So I've been doing my mixing and mastering through them, and they've been pushing my music out there. That's the ones that puts it in the stores, Spotify and everything, so you're able to put it on the playlist.
Would you say that your publisher is one of the biggest and most important investments that you've probably invested in with the music?
I mean, so far, because when I first started, nobody really knew how to get their songs on major platforms.
Yeah,
So
so
I was like basically I knew that first, and so I was like a plug at
I
the,
got you.
at the beginning. But I mean, it's easy now. You can use DistroKid, you can use United Masters, all types of stuff. So I mean, I want to transition to other things as well. But like as right now, they have my publishing.
that's perfect.
But I mean, I own everything.
You own everything.
I own everything.
I'm actually really surprised, but in a good way to hear that, because a lot of up and coming artists they don't really have like, not that they don't own anything, but they don't have like they don't really conceptualize the fact of owning their music, which a lot of people think, oh, it's my song, like I wrote it, I created it and everything, like, you know, it's my song. But once you go into, you know, dealing with labels and dealing with managers and deal with other publishing companies, you start to understand it's really not yours. They take a huge percentage out of that. So how did you get educated within like knowing, okay, this is what I have to do as soon as I start making music?
Well, I mean, when I went to visual arts high school, so I learned how to mix and make little beats and all that. Like I learned all types of art, ceramics and everything. So I knew this dormant, and when I was like around like 2010, I made a little spoof song, like, you know, Blame It on Alcohol, Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah,
I made Blame It on the Dark. It was a little funny song.
that's
When I explored the little, you know, in the studio. I made a song and I explored that. So I just basically came back to that when I felt like, you know, I wasn't happy with what I was doing, period. And that's just a job because, you know, I want a career. I don't want a job. So that's basically what I went for. I went for a career, something I'm happy, not just a paycheck. So
I got you.
That's basically what it was.
So you're always into music.
Yeah, I love music, and it's not just rap music. I love like the EDM scene, techno, all that. I love
reggae,
rock, alternate,
all that stuff.
everything.
Gotcha.
Reggae, like I love music, period, and there's all types of music, and I would make that kind of music if that's what my fans wanted,
Right.
period.
So for you, it's kind of like you don't really have an agenda of like, all right, I'm either a rapper or a singer or an
No.
R&B artist. It's
I
kind of
want
like,
to be international,
got you. So it's like whatever the people want for the most part.
right?
All right, word. Yeah, because honestly, one of the first records I heard from you that really impressed me was Coldwaterwine. That's my favorite song from you so far. That's really good. It was really good because it kind of went from like when I heard your whole discography, it kind of went from like, you know, rap, you know, a little bit of melodies here and there to full on just, you know, straight like reggae, like, you know, like dancehall type of records that, you know, I haven't heard that type of vibe since like 2012, like 2013, like back, like way back then, probably like when I was in middle school, something like that.
You're right, because that's basically what it stems from. I like my whole style is like coming from what I was raised on.
Right.
And I was raised on that 90s kind of music. I'm an 80s guy, I was 89, so
yeah,
you know, 90s.
Still
I was
90s.
listening to Lauryn Hill, listening to 112 and all
Mm-hmm.
them. Like that was my kind of music, you know. Jaheim, just in case. Those were the anthems.
The Beanie Man, everybody.
Yeah, like I even listened to Scat Man. If you ever heard of that.
Yeah, I think I heard him before. Yeah,
Scatman.
It's been a while, but yeah.
Facts,
Nah, bro, I haven't heard that shit since I was a kid.
That's how much
like,
I love music that I can listen to that.
Do you want to bring back that type of like that dance hall, like house party basement, like type of like that type of feel?
Yes. I want people to dance, not just like, I want my music.
Stay on the wall and just like smoke and just like look at everybody.
No, I don't want people to lounge. If you listen to my songs, I want you to be able to move.
Right. Yeah, because Coldwaterwine's really cool. I think it could be like a radio record. Like I could definitely hear like on a radio, like at a club, at a bar, like at a brunch.
I think as soon as the song comes on, you start moving.
Yeah.
It's one of those songs like, oh.
It starts.
Yeah, that was my rate. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck?
Who's this? Exactly. It's one of those songs like it could have been anybody. Like, and that's what I love. Like he said, you sounded so unique. It varies. He could go from the rapping to the singing to the kind of doing the both.
And that's what the EP is gonna show. The EP is gonna basically show those ranges. Like I'm gonna go into the emo. I'm gonna go into the trap. I'm gonna go into the dance hall. Then I'm gonna go into the party.
It's everything.
Yeah, it's basically gonna be like it's the Temptations of the world. That's what it's called, Temptations.
I like that. Oh, so it's named after the group Temptations?
No,
or
it's just like in my own inspiration. Like
a
couple art expresses that like Temptations of a woman, because mostly male do things for women.
Yeah,
we're tempted by what women want, so we spend money.
Pretty much all the time.
So we want to be successful because of a woman.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, every song is named after a woman and all that. So let's talk about the EP real quick. Like how many songs, like more or less, is gonna be?
6.
6 songs. Okay, that's perfect for an EP.
Yeah. It's one of these like projects where we've had these songs that for a little while that we're kind of just we're ready to put these out so we can focus on the new stuff. So
are you kind of waiting for COVID to pass by, or do you guys want to release it like right before COVID? Like
I was procrastinating on it, like to be honest.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
But it's because it's like everybody trying to push their shit right now. Like language. Like everybody's trying to push their music right now, so it's like kind of hard to stand out. So it's good to have a platform like you, where we could have like that expansion.
Right. You could market it first, talk about it, then release it. That way you have a new audience for the most part.
Exactly.
Let me ask something. What studios do you guys usually hit up? Do you have like a home studio, or do you use like actual studios? Like
I built my own studio at home.
Nice.
So everything that I've done has been like home brewed.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm trying to get him out of that trying to do everything's phase, because he does everything, right? He makes the songs, he writes the lyrics, he mixes, he masters, he fixes it on the GarageBand or whatever.
I say less
on the Pro Tools. Like he does everything. So I'm trying to do like small investments where we're doing less, so we can focus solely on one thing at a time, so that we could get the most out of our time. Because like how we've had these songs for so long, it's been supposed to put these songs out.
I've been sitting on a couple of songs for
a while. It's because we're doing everything ourselves. So trying to make small investments, like going to a studio so we can have better sound. We just linked up with our cousin who we know has a studio that we're gonna start getting into and just locking in and kind of just going into how.
So I could just sit in. I mean, basically, I'm doing everything. So it takes a long time for me to get the process going, because I have to set up everything before I even start recording. Then I'm actually writing the song as I'm listening to the beat. So it's a whole process. So I don't just go in and just start going. I write the song as I'm listening to the beat.
Okay.
So I'm putting the beat in the program, and then I'm going in and I'm writing it.
Yeah, we listen to it over and over and over and over and over again.
Nice. So you're a pen and pad type of artist,
basically.
Which is kind of a lost story, because I feel a lot of people nowadays just like, especially rappers, like especially trap rappers, they just go in the studio, they go in the booth to the beat, just like freestyle whatever.
That's a luxury. That's a luxury, because when you're independent, you got to do everything yourself. Unless you got the backing or you got the money, period. Right. Me, I'm lacking a great engineer.
Right.
Me, I am the engineer.
I mean, don't you think it's good though to like know everything at the same time?
No, I believe that you should know everything that you're doing, period. So you know what to ask for when you do get to the great engineer and be like, this is what I want. This is what I want to sound like. And that's basically what it comes down to. And when I find that great engineer, it's
it's over. Yeah, exactly. Have you been in some talks with engineers so far? Like, you have a couple candidates, or maybe some people you might want to work with?
I've been working with a producer called Young Asco, but he just makes strictly beats at the moment.
Okay.
He's from Germany. So he's been doing a lot. He's dope. So like, look out for him as well. Like, he's dope.
Yeah, and honestly, like a lot of artists I've spoken to are getting a lot of beats from Germany. So I don't know what these Germans are doing, bro, but they're just popping off right now.
They hungry because he's working. He's making like 30 beats a day.
Sheesh.
And he's throwing me beats like
he's throwing me.
He's generous. I mean, generous.
How old is he? Is he
I mean, he's
14, 15, 16?
Nah, he's
young.
He's real young.
17, I give him 17. He looked young.
Is it important for you to get like production from other people like outside the country, knowing that your sound isn't just like a US sound? You might want to expand to like a Europe or like, you know, more like global type of market.
That's the thing about Lander. They've been pushing it all internationally. So I've been getting Canada. I've been getting Singapore. I've been getting, you know, all those international places that we wouldn't normally get. Like the demographic here, I'm not even trying to go for that. Like that's why I put out Coldwaterwine. I pushed it so hard to go out there on Lander. Like that was a song I was sitting on, but I wanted that on the EP, but I didn't want to wait for the EP. You know what I mean? So I put it out as a single because I wanted it to go. The song was undeniable.
Out of all the songs you have right now, which one are you more of a rush to get a music video for?
Well, it's all about budget.
Yeah, true.
Because it's all about, I want it to be the best video
Answer
possible.
The question.
Right.
Like,
pick a song.
All right. Let's say Coldwaterwine.
I was gonna say that one was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Because you could do like a whole club scene, like you would.
There's so many different
like
directions you can go with that too. Like, you can be on the beach. You can have an all-white situation. Like it's so many different. And we've been doing that too lately. Like kind of brainstorming different video ideas and kind of scripting them out in a way of like doing a movie instead of just doing music videos. And just using our networks. Like I have a few friends who I know make music videos and are doing. Like, his name is Raheem Boleon Film. Shout out, that's my family. He's doing amazing, and I want to make sure that I connect all my people so that we're not having to go to the third party, right? Like I know that person directly, and we're gonna work directly. So it's family more than business. So
to make a whole circle, everybody help out each other.
Exactly, everybody eats. I'm one of those people like I want everybody to eat. Everybody to eat. Sure.
Have you done any shows like before COVID? Were you doing like any shows?
Yes, I had did some shows with Major Stage.
Nice, yeah.
I did Delancey.
Okay.
Sorry. I did Delancey. I did Paper Box. I did Blackthorn 51. SOBs.
Nice.
So I did 4 shows last year, and then COVID.
Yeah, then COVID hit, honestly, yeah.
And I was gonna do Power 105.1. That was a powerhouse jam, something like that. It was like,
oh yeah, okay.
It was it was sponsored, but it was something called Power Industries. Like coming back to that because I was recollect that in the beginning. Yeah, Power Industries. That's what it was called.
That's pretty big, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I think I've heard of them before. It's pretty much for like, you know, like up and coming type of guys. Like
his name was Ahmed.
Yeah.
That's who run it. Ahmed Rodriguez.
It's perfect. So are you looking for more showcases or more shows and venues? Like now that COVID's kind of like put everything on pause. Are you talking to more promoters?
Definitely. Because I mean, right now I was hit up by Say Cheese. I haven't got back to them yet. Shout out Say Cheese. Like I'm definitely gonna hit you back on promoting because they was hitting me up about promotion on some music. So I just didn't know which one yet. Coldwaterwine seems like a hit.
Nah, it is, honestly.
I think what's next though to answer the question is we gotta get focused on some videos, right? I feel like social media is the way. Is definitely
YouTube.
What's popping.
Yeah, YouTube.
So we got to get videos in. We have enough songs that we could get 2, 3, 4 music videos in. It doesn't have to be anything like 1 or 2 could be super extravagant, but we need to have at least 1 or 2 quick videos that we could put out so that people could see. They could put a name to the face. You know what I'm saying? They could put a voice to the face so that everybody connects and they know who he is because they're hearing the music, but they're like, all right, this mystery guy.
They want to see the face,
yeah, like
voice, yeah,
exactly. Who is this mystery guy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
All the art is cartoon art, and that's the crazy part. He does all the graphic designs himself too. So he does it on a little pen on the laptop.
Shit, so you do everything.
That's literally.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So I learned everything.
Wow,
I
that's
learned how to do ceramics, pottery.
Ceramics?
I can do pottery as well.
I don't know what that was.
That's crazy.
I don't know what that was.
Get crazy, ghost.
But yeah, so that's what's next. The videos, so we can get really going on social media. I feel like once the social media gets going, that's when your fan base at your shows will pop up, right? People see you on the social media, they're gonna, oh, I want to go see him live now. So that's kind of the timeline. It's the videos, then the shows. Yeah, that's
the social media just brings everything back together.
Right. Exactly.
Do you have a website at the moment? Are you working on a website?
We're working on everything.
Everything, gotcha.
Everything is in the works. We're trying to transition, trying to fix the social media, trying to make it look the way it's supposed to look, trying to get some video shoots, some photo shoots popping so we could get real professional photos on the social medias and just trying to really do it correctly. I don't want to do it half-assed.
Yeah, no, it makes a difference. Trust me.
For sure.
So, what type of performer are you? Are you more of like, you know, come out like dance, like you like extravagant, like what? Like what type of like when I go to a show, like what do I expect?
My first performance was pretty wild though. Because I had a lot to drink. I was a little nervous for the first one. But yeah, I would definitely gonna have like that kind of pop dance vibe. I would definitely like to dance a little bit. Like,
Right.
so like I want that kind of like I would have a dancer. So I mean, you're gonna be entertained if you come to my show.
Got you.
I was telling him about that too. Like, if you're gonna be rapping quickly on the song, or if you're gonna be spitting something really fast, you gotta be able to do that while performing. So I be telling him like, yo, we gotta drink more water, we gotta work out. Like, you have to be in shape. Like, nonetheless, like if you want to be a performer
100%.
like that,
100%.
you gotta be in shape. And he's looking at me kind of like, all right. And then I seen him like kind of lifting in the crib a little bit, doing calisthenics a little bit. Because I was telling him, you don't want to be in a situation where you at a show and you out of breath.
Yeah.
All
You
sweat
it out.
Yeah,
you can't
might pass out. Like the lights is bright.
Like the beat's going, but you're just like
you get dehydrated. You know what I'm saying? You want to be ready all the time. So I be telling him like, we gotta stay ready.
First show though, the Lancey though, I was dehydrated. I was a little dehydrated, so I didn't have no water at all for like. And I did 5 songs, no water.
5 songs on water.
And he thugged it out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
but
crazy.
after he
I was
almost
looking
passed
into the
out.
crowd, like I was looking because I seen my sister, I seen him, and I'm like, you don't see that I'm dry. Like,
what we get a bottle of water.
And then the song just kept coming, like another song.
Yeah,
but he thugged it out.
5 back-to-back songs.
Yeah, he thugged it out.
Basically,
no breaks.
Did my best with that show, and that was the first one. And Major Says hit me back, and that's how I got the other shows because they was like,
that's good.
The first one.
All right, so obviously you're a good performer. If obviously they're calling back and putting you on to new venues and all that.
Mm-hmm. That's basically what happened.
The strength of social media. For real.
Yeah, pretty much.
The strength of social media. They get to hear you, and they're like, all right. They put you major stage. I feel like is a test, right? It's like, all right, we heard you. Now, can you be seen, right? Can people be feeling the music visually, like visually seeing you on stage? So I like major stage. I thought it was a great stepping stone for him.
It's dope. Did you always want to be like a manager, like a music manager?
Nah, that's not even. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm a music enthusiast. Like how he's a fan of music. I love music as well. I listen to all the new type of different genres of music. Always been a fan of music since I was born, right? My mom was born with me, pregnant. I was in the belly. She would put headphones on her stomach.
Oh, really?
You feel me moving stuff. She would put Biggie Smalls and all that stuff. So
that's fire.
I've always loved music, but I never wanted to be a manager. That's not something I'm passionate about. But him being my family, I'm the only child. And him being like my brother and him showing his passion in it.
He's my biggest fan.
So basically, yeah, exactly. Basically, so I feel like I had to dive into it head first because he was. I wouldn't say he was alone in it, but he was alone in it. And I felt like he needed somebody to bring some structure, somebody to bring some intelligence, somebody to bring a younger mind, you know what I'm saying? So
some help.
Exactly. So once he showed me that he was serious, that's when I was like, I'll help you. So I wouldn't say this is something I woke up and like, I want to be a music manager. My passion is always going to be basketball, but since he's doing it, I'm with him.
But he brought out that passion in you.
For sure.
That you didn't know you had.
For sure. A lot of new like talents that I did not know I had. Just trying to help him. Sure.
Where do you think that talent comes from? Is it kind of like, are you like a people person? Are you good with like, managing stuff?
So
like
I'm majored in sociology. So I have a sociology degree. So I feel like I know how the world, I kind of know how everything maneuvers.
Yeah.
So I am a people's person. My job requires me to work with people on a day-to-day, work with children on a day-to-day. So I am a people's person. I have a bit of a creative mind. I remember my dad being really creative, being able to draw really well. So I think that kind of stems from my DNA a little bit.
That hit you just like down the line?
Yeah, like recently. Like, no lie. I started like the manager, quote unquote, role probably like a month ago.
He's OCD.
Really?
So he likes to be organized. So it's like
there's nothing wrong with that,
like
though.
Organizing the mess.
Well, for a manager, that's you have to be OCD if you're a manager. If you're not organized, then
there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Why he fits the role.
It just happened recently. Like recently.
We never knew what we were supposed to do.
For real, it just kind of happened. It just kind of happened. Yeah.
Jumped out the deep end, and now look at you guys. So let me ask you guys something. Like, what's next for you guys? Like moving forward, like what are you guys pretty much like planning on? Like as for shows and as for like maybe like merchandise stuff like that. Like what else do you guys have like in the works?
So what's next for him? I'm trying to get a photo shoot planned. Like we just got new phones and he keeps telling me, yo, we're gonna take the pictures on the phone. Yeah. But I want to schedule a for real photo shoot so that we could get some official, some real good images for the internet and for different cover arts for the artists. For the different songs, all that stuff. Nah, yeah, we already know. So we trying to get some photo shoots. Shout out my son. We got the people in the building. My son Greatness Maze. My son JJ, JJ. My son Mark. Celine, wifey over there. My son JJ, wifey. So Greatness is definitely the family. I got the shirt on right now. Shout out my Greatness J. Greatness CJ is family. So we gonna be in the photo shoot. Yeah, that's the brand. That's the brand I rep. OD. I don't even wear nothing else. So whenever we do photo shoots, that's what we wearing. Greatness.
Perfect. Is there a website for or IG page for greatness or
it's Fair Greatness, Fair.Greatness or Greatness.CJ.
I'll definitely put like in the link.
Facts.
And all that.
Yeah. That's my family for real.
If you had to choose like any city to go tour in or any city to a show in, what city would that be?
I would want to go to Canada, Toronto. I think it's
that's
dope.
A great answer.
That's dope. Like I love Canada. I always wanted to go there.
Yeah.
Like so, like Canada. Shout out Canada, Toronto, 6. Everybody, like yo, man. I'm trying to work, man. What's up?
That's definitely fire. Now Toronto's definitely like, I would say it's like the New York of Canada, because I have a whole bunch of family out there, and that's what they pretty much tell me. It's like capital, like finance capital, Canada. All the hottest artists over there. You know, Drake, Tory Lanez, The Weeknd, Major Jordan, everybody, like Division.
That's
everybody.
So
I would definitely say Toronto's nice too. Toronto's like reminds me of New York a lot.
No,
honestly.
Definitely. I feel like I would be at home.
Yeah.
Like if I would transition to move there, like I definitely would, like no question. Definitely to work. If I gotta work, that's where I'm going. Like, and there's money to be made, I'm there.
Yeah, I feel like Toronto doesn't get like as much credit for being like a music capital, because LA gets that, Atlanta gets that. Well, respectively, Atlanta gets that. Like Houston gets that, New York gets that. I think Toronto's like a little better. Toronto's like maybe like up there with them too.
Right.
For sure. They got a little resume. I can't lie. They got
Toronto's big. It's just because we US, so they don't like. I think Drake didn't get pushed out until Trey Songz really pushed him because they wasn't giving him that much burnout in the US.
Right.
So it's like Toronto's dope. Like, and Canada's got great artists over there.
Right.
So, I mean, I would like. I'm telling you,
yeah.
Let me go. Let me go. I'm getting passport. I'm going.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask if you had a passport.
I'm in transition to getting that as well.
Yeah, now it's just kind of a pain in the ass for the most part. Everything's kind of slow now.
Exactly.
Everything is over the online stuff. I don't like waiting. I'm very impatient.
Now I don't like that. Yeah, I'd rather just go in person, like do right then and there.
Exactly.
We get the hell out of there and all that.
Trust, I don't like wait. I was gonna say I don't wait online, so I was gonna send somebody and just go straight to the front. So I don't wait online. Sorry. And so I don't think I'm bougie, and I just don't like waiting online.
Nah, no one does.
The lines, as of late, too, have been killing me.
Yes,
I'm very impatient.
Because everything's like curbside, like pickup, like everything it's curbside pickup.
It's discouraging. Yes. I just stay in the house. I ain't gonna lie.
I'll just order something real quick.
Yeah.
I'm cool. Trying to make you lazy, huh?
How is coronavirus heavy in Canada? I'm not even sure.
I think
like how is
I think they responded to it a lot better than we did.
Yeah.
I think they're like okay. Like they're opening stuff up little by little.
Go to Canada still.
Could honestly.
It's a possibility.
I think everything is we going through waves of the city opening, so everything
we can make.
Yeah, I think we're like in phase 1, something like that.
Summertime
I'm trying to get a
so we
haircut too. It's rough.
Yeah, that's definitely
my
explains the hat.
Went in. He was MIA. My barber's gone. Like he went back.
Nah, that's crazy. Yeah, my barber's doing house calls now. He just left the barbershop he was at, and I was doing like strictly house calls. It's tough. It's tough now. Yeah, well, yeah, everything's tough now. You can't just like wait around no more.
You gotta pay like $50 for the cut now.
Oh man,
which is cool.
It's fun.
I want the greatest cut. You gotta take his time.
Exactly.
For sure. Man, like, look, man, that right there. There's a little hair right there, brother. I think you need to get that.
Yeah. Are you open to maybe blowing up like in Europe, like as opposed to blowing up in the US first?
Yes. I mean, I like just the international vibe. I feel like that's more genuine at the moment.
Right.
I'm not to offend nobody in America, but it's like right now it's kind of hectic. Everybody's preoccupied with other things, so I don't expect them to really care about me,
right?
Because of the movement, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, I would just appreciate anybody that listens to my music at this moment.
I mean, it's also very competitive, like the music, and we understand this. Like the music industry is super competitive, so I feel like wherever you're gonna get a fan base, you're gonna get a fan base. If it's in the United States, if it's in Europe, if it's right where we live, a fan base is a fan base, right? Like one turns to 10, turns to 100, it just escalates. So whoever's a fan is a fan, right? It's just, like he said, the music undeniable. It's just if it's gonna be undeniable to those other people,
right? It's gonna slap no matter what.
Yeah, for sure.
Genuine love.
Genuine.
Yeah, it's just all marketing because I think a lot of rappers a lot of artists get discouraged and maybe like they're not popping up in the US right away, so they kind of like quit on that. But they shouldn't. They should maybe go, all right, maybe my sound sounds better in Europe, Asia, South America, like whatever, like Africa, even like doesn't even matter.
Yeah, it's competitive though. Like it's all about. It's like playing a sport, right? Like if you lose one game, are you gonna quit the whole sport, or are you gonna get ready for the next game, right?
Or if you don't get signed to the NBA, it doesn't mean you can't get signed like in China or in Europe or something like that.
That's a great analogy. Yeah. Exactly. So it could happen. It could happen. We're just patience. Patience for sure.
If you don't shoot at the basket, you're never gonna make.
You're never gonna make a shot. Exactly. You miss all the shots you don't take.
You're gonna be 0 for
sure.
Like you're not even gonna make nothing.
For sure.
Gotta shoot at the basket.
Always improving too. Always gotta improve. I tell him that every day. Gotta get better.
Yeah, I work.
Gotta get better.
We work.
Like even after this interview, we gonna talk about this. We gonna talk about this whole interview. Like, yo, bro, you gotta be better. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Just brainstorm.
The interview makes me better.
You know what I'm saying?
Just interacting with professionals.
Just getting ready for whatever. Like, I told him, you gotta be able. If you tell somebody, yo, I'm a rapper, right? They're gonna ask you, all right, so rap on the spot.
True.
You gotta be
exactly.
able to rap on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me, oh, I don't think I could do that. This was a little while ago. Listening to one of his songs and he's rapping it. I'm like, that song isn't released yet. Somebody actually just rap on the spot. You could rap that song right there.
Exactly.
Right? They don't know if it's written. They don't know any of that stuff. You just have to be ready to perform on the spot.
Exactly, because you'll be like in a situation like this, like same exact office like this with record executives and people who like invest a lot, could potentially invest a lot of money into your brand. They're gonna want to say, all right, like let me hear it, let me hear you perform it.
Exactly.
Like a whole performance up here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I saw the video of Bobby Shmurda doing it.
I was gonna say the same exact thing.
Going
Yeah.
like
that was dope.
Yeah, he acted like he was on stage. It was a whole.
You
thing.
saw mad like white executives just
Exactly.
like
But
this
he
is like looking at
made
him.
money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And I said that to him, like, listen, this is how ready you have to be.
Have
you gotta
to, bro,
be
yeah.
able to be ready to be sweating after this.
You gotta
quick
jump
little-
on tables, a little twirl,
You
like
have to
whatever
believe
it
in
takes.
yourself if you want somebody else to believe in you.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I put in the work, so I feel like if my opportunity is calling, I'm there. I'm showing up. Like, I'm gonna perform, and I proved that.
Right.
Like, every time they called me to the stage.
I just always want to be ready. Always. I be trying to have him on his toes.
I just don't feel like somebody went like just that calls me out. That's irrelevant sometimes. To say sing for me.
Oh, of
So,
course,
like, you know what I'm saying? That's basically what
like you
comes
know,
out.
down the streets.
I'm like, who's you? Like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
that's
did a
weird.
couple shows already. Like, you didn't even pay for my ticket the first time. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
and not to sound smug, but like,
Yeah.
come on, don't try to put me on the spot.
Nah, of course you gotta be ready for like a real like professional
Nah,
setting.
real
Like
professional. Like, if we came here right now and Mateo was like, yo, sing a rap a song right now, right? And you be like, all right, you'll be prepared to.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I got a little.
I'm not saying he would
freestyle
put you on the
ready
spot,
for
but I'm
you.
saying if that was the situation.
Like freestyle right
right
now.
now.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
You'll be ready though.
Yeah.
Like for Master Flex.
Yeah, something like that.
That's
Yeah.
a bomb.
Well, that's the thing. Like,
we ready.
yeah, that's the
What's
thing.
up?
Exactly. The thing with Funk Flex is that like he's like a big showcase by itself because
Right.
he's giving you a platform, but you know if your bars are whack, you know like you get a lot of shit for it.
Well, I
But if
also
they're
feel
good,
like-
you're chilling.
I also feel like there's no such thing as bad publicity though. There's no such thing as that. Like
I have a big like
even
iffy
if,
thing with that.
bro, think about it. Blueface is terrible. No lie.
Oh, wow.
This
Yeah.
is no deny.
His marketing's great
He's-
though.
Exactly.
His
Like
marketing's great.
it's no such thing as like he's being seen. Is my
Yep.
point. Like the fact that he's being seen is helping him. Whether people dislike it or not, he's still being seen.
Undeniably,
Yeah.
he made it.
And that's
So
part of that's
a point.
first part of the game, just being seen.
Exactly. Yeah, going back to what we were talking about in the first place, I think like again, like marketing is key because you could be the most talented, you could be a very talented person.
For sure.
No one knows who you are just because
For
your
sure.
marketing isn't there. But then some
Exactly.
person who's trash, like literally like garbage, like
You don't wanna
garbage
say no
flow,
names. I
no
feel you. I
talent.
feel you.
Yeah,
You don't
like,
wanna say no names.
Yeah.
You don't say nothing.
We try to stay neutral over here, but
I'd
yeah,
say
like
Blueface.
but they'll get all the clout, you know, they'll get everything. All the
Yeah.
blogs will post about them because you know
Yeah.
they do stupid shit too. But again, it's like
Mhm.
publicity. Oh, like what's this guy doing? Boom, like music. Like
Yeah.
to listen to everything. The streams will go up.
But I also don't believe everything I see on the internet. Like a lot of people do
It depends.
a lot
It
of
depends.
things
Yeah.
for the internet.
What do you mean, like videos?
I'm just
Or,
saying
like,
in terms of
reports?
like what
So,
people
clout chasing.
Oh
not
yeah,
chasing, but also like people saying they're doing what they're not actually doing or
right.
have the things that they don't actually have. So I don't like in terms of like people comparing like, oh, I see this artist has this, we need to do this, or you know what I'm saying? I don't
Oh,
really do
I
a lot
got
of
you. Yeah,
comparing
I got you.
between him and other artists because I know a lot of things on the internet aren't what they see
Yeah.
all the time.
Just let a lot of viewers know.
Yeah.
All those sports cars you see music videos, those are all rented.
Nah, of course.
Labels have budgets for that. So I've spoken to cinematographers.
Of
Like
course,
this one
bro.
cinematographer. I interviewed the other day. He did a lot of Pop Smoke videos, a lot of little TJ videos. The label gave him $10,000 just for cars,
Yeah, it's
and he was in charge of that.
none of that. They rent those cars, they drive it around, they put it on their Instagrams,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
they
Because
get it
TJ
right
wanted
back.
he wanted a foreign for all of his boys, for him and all the guys he had like in his entourage.
Yeah, for how long? Probably
Yeah.
a couple
That's
days
great back.
Nah, well for like
or a couple hours.
it was like a 6-hour shoot, but it was
Yeah.
like they went in Queens, they went in like in Brooklyn,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Bronx, it
But
was
I
all
know
over the
that
place.
those things aren't really as they seem, so I don't
Yeah.
really.
I mean, listen,
compare
like
too much.
they could afford it, of course, because they're rich, so it's not
Yeah.
that much of a
To
facade.
an
But
extent.
yeah,
And so basically, it's just for the show. It's just for the show.
But I also
Yeah.
want us to be people appeal to us without having to have the nice cars,
Right.
without having to have all the. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want people to actually enjoy the music more than he has a nice car in that video.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I just think it
that
depends
doesn't
on
last that long.
Yeah, like it depends on like what space you're in. Because little TJ, Fabio, Foreign, of course, like they need like they're hot right now
For sure.
So like that level of expectation has to meet the
For
visuals.
sure.
So you gotta
I
have cars,
agree.
you gotta have visuals, you gotta
I
have
agree.
all that shit because they have the budget for it.
I agree.
You guys, of course, it's just music right now. You don't want to be bad or have bad visuals, but hey, look, I have a Lambo. No one's gonna care
Yeah,
about the Lambo.
it's even less believable for sure.
Yeah,
Honestly, look, if it's there, it's there. I'll take it.
yeah.
Like, it's gonna be dope in the video.
But that's not impossible.
But that shouldn't be like a main focus.
That's not difficult to do though. Like we could go rent a Lamborghini for a video. That's not hard to do.
Anyone could do that.
Yeah, that's not.
If you know how to
difficult.
drive decent, then
It's my point. It's not that difficult.
Not at all.
right.
But that's
more-
what we don't want to compare. Is my point. Was what
Yeah,
I
of
was trying to
course.
get at.
Let's talk about a couple of features that I noticed that they're actually pretty good. Yes, Corleone. Yeah,
Corleone,
Corleone's pretty good, honestly.
Corleone.
Yeah.
That's our cousin.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Dope.
that's our cousin.
Yeah, no, he's good. Like I
Corleone.
was listening to some of his tracks and I was
That's
like, I
Corleone.
like this thing.
Yeah, that's he's
Shout out
dope.
Bobby Escaleon. That's our family for real.
Right.
He's the guy I was telling you that has the studio at his crib.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, so
Shit.
we're gonna be linking
He
up with
works
him.
with a lot of producers out in Ohio, so like we trying to like link up with them too as well because he got a dope engineer out there. I forget his name.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah,
He's
we
definitely doing good work.
exactly.
His
We
music.
the new stuff is what we're focusing on with Bobby. Bobby is he's a dope talent.
Yep. Look out for Party 33 remix with
Oh,
him
yeah.
because that's the one.
I can
Yeah.
send you that.
That's a club banger.
I can send you that.
Got you. Appreciate
It's
it.
fire. Yeah, I can send you that.
Now we'll definitely like debut on a playlist if you want. Yeah, actually, I don't know if you peeped or not, but we have like a weekly playlist that we put like all the people I've
Yeah.
interviewed. Like pretty much just put their songs up there.
When it drops
we
on
saw.
when
Yeah.
it drops, it's basically gonna be there for you. So it's gonna like when he's gonna hear it before it drops, of course.
Yeah, I'll
Alright,
send you
perfect.
everything.
Appreciate
this is
that.
a rough,
for sure.
This is rough. It isn't mastered yet, so be too critical.
Yeah, nah, listen, I'll hear it anyways.
Nah.
I'll always keep stuff like that in mind. Like stuff has to get mastered.
And we
mixed, and
appreciate
all
that too, putting him on the playlist, man. That's
Yeah,
dope.
no,
That's
definitely that's
part of the
honor,
exposure.
Like, just to be on, like even though like you just started out, I appreciate that. Just listening to the track and then putting it to on your platform like this. That's dope. Like I appreciate all that.
Nah, of course, man. Listen, the whole reason I even started this in the first place wasn't really like a money thing. Even though the money's there for podcasting and everything, it's pretty much just to put like give everyone a platform, not just for music, but for like entrepreneurship, business. If they have a product, like if they're in like a certain field and all that, like because everyone could learn from that.
Sure.
If someone's learning about business right now, when this podcast is obviously like they're learning about stuff right now that they didn't know like 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
People don't know that you have to have all your masters and like have all your publishing and stuff like that. People don't know that.
Mhm.
People don't know that you have to pay like all your taxes after you like have a record deal, stuff like that. Stuff that I've learned even. And I'm not even an artist.
Right,
So that
right.
just benefits me. And I have friends who are artists, doing their thing. So it's beneficial for me to learn that too, because I can just tell them, hey, listen, I heard from this person who works at, whatever label that the first thing you should do is, do A, B, and C.
Mhm.
That way you don't get fucked up or you don't get like in a trap.
Mhm.
You don't end up going like, like MC Hammer broke or something.
Nah,
'Cause
we
you don't wanna
appreciate the
do it.
platform. Like we appreciate you hearing his story. I feel like it's the first time anybody's actually like got to hear the story of
Yeah.
who he is and where he comes from and what he does. So I appreciate you. I mean, I know he was excited about the podcast all week. I know we were looking forward to actually getting down here and doing this. So we appreciate you for real.
Nah, man, listen, everyone needs to start.
For sure, man. For sure. We know, man. We know more
Yeah.
than anybody.
Do you have any other artists that you met that are under your management?
Nah, I mean, my family over there, they gonna get it kickstarted when they feel ready. So I'll be helping them as much as I can.
2 months?
Working,
Oh, yeah, you said 2 months. Gotcha.
Yeah, they gonna be on their thing. I mean,
Alright.
I'm just here to help whoever I
All right,
can.
so I'm gonna
right?
check back in 2 months.
I already
See where
told
you're
them
at.
we gonna set up an interview. But I'm here to help however I can. Like that's just what I do. I'm just a supporter. Like whoever I
Got you.
love, whoever I know, I'm supporting.
But for the most part,
Whoever I
everyone in
can.
the room, because there's let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 people that aren't like on a podcast right now. Technically, are they all like involved within you, like business wise, or even just
Well,
like for support?
So this is the first time I think we've all hung out together. So
Yeah.
this is like the start of something new for all of us. I
Dope.
mean, we know each other. We're family, but
Gotcha.
when it came to like the music part of it, this is the first time we
Yeah.
all got together. But we're definitely gonna
Because
work
because
together.
you guys have the clothing and everything. I don't know
Nah,
if that was
yeah,
a whole
yeah.
whole circle type of thing, like
Nah,
music,
that's gonna
clothing.
be. That's
all
gonna
that.
be. Yeah,
Definitely politics on that.
CJ
Gotcha.
is the kingpin behind the clothing. We all
Nice.
doing the music, so it's all gonna come together eventually. Everybody knows it's one goal.
And you heard it here first.
Exactly.
You heard it here
Exactly.
first.
Fit
Because
greatness.
if
Fit
when it
that
pop
greatness.
off, it's gonna pop off. You heard Seth 33
Facts.
in greatness.
It's what it
He
is.
did
Like,
something over here. And
it's
we
all
spoke
family.
about it here.
That's what the greatest part about it is. All family. Everybody, we got all one goal. All one goal. Get our mamas out the hood. You feel me? Everybody want their mama to be great. That's all it is.
Build generational wealth.
Exactly.
Do all that type of stuff.
Exactly, bro.
That's what's up. Let me ask something though, real quick. The name, well, Seth, I kind of get that's probably like your birth name, but the 33 part, where does that come from?
Seth 33 is comes from the 1133. I'm a spiritual kind of guy, so it's like kind of like into like numerology, so like numbers.
Yeah, so like 1111, that means something.
Yeah, like like people say 1111 make a wish or whatever, but I'm not following 1111. 1133 has a different connection to me, and that's basically where I brand everything off of. Like, so Seth 33 comes from I'm Christian, so I believe in Jesus, of course. So Adam and Eve, and they had kids, Abel and
Seth
Cain.
is very angelic. It has different meanings.
Gotcha.
The additives like brilliance, intelligence, uniqueness. It's just a name that has different additives to it, like anything else.
Yeah, I
like
get
a
real
zodiac
deep
sign
about
type
this
thing.
stuff when I talk about it.
Yeah, he was about to go.
You have to. You can't just explain it like
it's hard
briefly.
to explain it just in one type of word.
The Adam and Eve threw me off. I had to just get right to it.
I got you.
That's why he's.
Well, you see, that's why he's here. It's because you don't explain nothing.
You explained that.
Yeah, exactly. It was going off track. It's all right. That's why I'm here.
That's why I'm here.
So we get.
It's angelic. It's angelic.
Yeah. So since you're a real spiritual guy, Gunna's new album Wanna had him like as like this weird like figurine type of thing. Like, what you think about that?
Did you listen to it?
I'm not sure.
He don't listen to other people's music.
I'm not too much because I'm working so much on everything.
He listened to
else.
Nav. So
I got to engineer.
Yeah, I listened to the album. That album was fire.
Yeah,
it was fire.
You know what's funny? I've spoken to a lot of artists. A lot of people like that. They're like, listen, like I like certain artists and stuff like that, but I don't listen to everyone's art really, except for mine. It's like I'm just because I'm always like, because they're always invested within their own type of music. So I'm actually really not surprised that you said that.
Right.
That's always been him though.
Investment is into me, so definitely. But I do appreciate all. Like I love other artists, like the Trey Songz and people that inspire me. Chris Brown, everybody. Drake is dope. Tory Lanez as well.
But he's not the dude that like, yo, I'm gonna listen to the whole album when it come out. Like that's me. You know what I'm saying? I listen to everything. That's me too. I
like listening one through track one through whatever.
Press play. Yeah, listen to everything.
I can't do shuffle. Like on the first track, I can't do shuffle. I gotta listen. All right, like
top to bottom.
Interludes. Yep. Let's see what you got. Like the whole like. Be like a whole letter grade or some shit.
For sure.
It again.
That's a fact.
But that's just me because I'm a nerd with music and stuff like that.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's enthusiast. We love it.
Yeah, pretty much.
For sure.
You know what's crazy? You kind of give me like August Alsina.
Yo, that's crazy. I'll explain this. So before he actually started like doing the music, he was heavy on the August Alsina as well. Like, and he wanted to be called The Seasons. And his birthday's in October, so he wanted to be October Alsina. That's dope. And my birthday's in December. He wanted me to be December Alsina. So August, October, December. So we kind of was already on that vibe years ago. So it's kind of crazy that you say that.
Yeah, it's like manifestation.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy that you said that. That's wow.
I don't know if it goes with the hat, with the glasses. Like
I've never seen him wear this hat before.
I don't know. Oh, really? It's the first time wear the hat?
For the record,
that's dope.
And I'm hot. It's kind of hot in here because you put me on the spot. Like, I never be like I do this.
I never seen him with his hat on. Never ever.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
August Alsina though.
Yeah,
it's kind of hot.
Well, thing about August too is that he hasn't released music in a while. I think he's going through like family stuff. Actually,
I know he has medical issues as well.
Oh, medical. Oh yeah, that's
he like fainted on stage one time. He was in the hospital for a while.
Severe allergies.
Yeah, he had some medical issues.
Nah, I heard he had like a whole bunch of shit, like family stuff.
He's super dope.
He was so talented. Holy shit, so talented.
Came out with some remix to Kalani's song Anya. That's like one of my all time favorites right now. I put that on the playlist right now. Like I listen to that right now.
Yeah, now there's a track named "Work." It came out a couple years ago. It has like piano beat and shit. Like he bodied.
Yeah, August Alsina is definitely his guy.
Yeah, I think he's underrated when it comes to like the R&B, trap, rap type of artists.
I feel like because it's so many artists. I feel like we get so overwhelmed with so many new artists, so many artists coming back that we forget about the people who don't release music. Like Trey Songz, for example, hasn't released songs in I don't know how long.
But I feel like he's still popping because he cemented his legacy.
You don't hear about him as much.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah, you think he still got his base?
What's his base right now?
There's a certain point where like an artist does so much work and has so much material and has so much success that they could just like step away.
That's Trey Songz?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
I still listen to the Trigger album. What?
Nah, I feel like he could. Bro, it's been a long time.
The Trigger album.
Chris Brown.
Well, Chris kind of the same thing too. Chris Brown takes breaks sometimes, but then he'll take breaks, but then like release like a 30-song album
every year though, at least.
Yeah,
Chris Brown does it
every year.
Bro.
That's never
Look
gonna
at the
die.
last Trey Songz album that came out, bro. A piece of work that came out.
Probably like 2 years ago.
I'm
two?
inspired by Trey
I would
Songz.
say about
something
2
that
years
was
ago.
worth some quality. I don't know.
He's
I
always
mean,
been
look,
good.
man. You're
That's
not,
he's
you're
always.
not
I think
helping
he's
me,
always
man.
been good.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to say he ain't been around.
Look, Trey
no minute.
Songz,
I'm gonna look
dope,
it up.
man. The Trigger album.
I'm
I got that on the playlist today.
Trey Songz is a goat, but I'm gonna just let you know he ain't been out in a minute. That's my point.
Yeah, it's definitely true. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like certain
2018.
artists.
He came out with 11 and 28.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, you're right about him,
Somebody
but
talks
he
about
got a catalog. Basically, what he's saying, his catalog is good enough to basically last him for those kind of years.
Ain't nobody talking about Trey Songz right now. Is my point. Is I feel like
Listen, if he comes out of COVID season with a huge album, everyone's gonna talk about it. Everybody.
I'll be
That's a
super
fact.
happy.
That's
for
how you
him.
know you're a big
come out with
artist.
the quarantine.
Yeah, something like
I'll
that.
be with that.
And
I'll
then
be
he
with
said,
that.
"Touch your love."
I'll be with
Yeah.
it. I want that, but it's been too long. Is my point.
I want to get
Yeah.
on that.
Artists like him, I feel like they
Song,
gotta.
yeah.
come
I
out
mean, listen,
songs.
there are
Shout out.
definitely certain artists who I think that aren't as big as he is, but are still like as maybe as talented, a little less, a little more, depending. They're hot for a while, then they stop,
Yeah,
then they go back. Like, see, you can't do that. If you're either up and coming or
Right.
like you have a
Gotta be
little bit
consistent.
of a little bit of an audience, you can't just be like inconsistent.
gotta
You
be
straight, like,
consistent.
like,
Yeah, and
keep
because
shooting.
people is they waiting. Like,
yeah,
they're like, all right, that was cool, but what's next?
yeah,
Like people only are up on songs for so long. Like,
That's why
okay,
it's
that
no
was cool,
pressure.
but
right.
what's next? What's next?
Yeah, for
Always.
example, I feel like Tory's like a huge workhorse.
Yeah.
Because even before he got popular, I remember like the Chicks tape was in Chicks tapes 3 made a
Fire.
lot of noise, but
Fire.
1 and 2 are crazy. I've been listening to 1 and 2.
Nobody listens
a
to
while
those.
ago.
You know what I'm saying? They
One
don't
is a
even know about
masterpiece.
those.
One masterpiece. New Toronto,
goated.
1 and 2, crazy.
He's goaded.
And
Yeah.
he puts out music on SoundCloud that you don't even hear on the
Yeah.
majors. Like he's putting out
International
songs
Fargo
like
is good
reggae
too.
albums that you only
Yeah.
hear.
Tory got it.
Like,
Nah, I
and
remember-
that's inspiration as well. Sorry to cut you off.
Nah, you good. I think one of the hottest Tory songs, like for me personally, it was on New Toronto 3. I think it's called forgot what it is. Let me ask you something. Like, what's the Jamaican dialect?
Oh, Batois?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Batois.
he raps in Patois,
Mm-hmm.
but it's fire though.
I ain't hear it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was listening to
Yeah.
it this morning.
I think it's yeah.
This morning I was listening to
It's the
Broken
second
a
track,
Minute.
second or third track.
Broken a Minute is
Crazy.
fire.
Yeah.
I ain't been broken a minute.
No, that's
Yeah.
good.
Like,
He
go-
sings in Spanish
Yeah,
too and
he-
shit. Like he did some of those
yeah.
Osuna. I was like, I wasn't
He
expecting
can
that.
switch it up. Yeah,
Mhm.
he's
Yeah.
nice. He's nice.
No, he's dope. Like I
He
was
is
saying, that's why he was getting a lot of hate for him sounding like other artists. You know what I'm saying? Because he has that kind of versatility where he could switch it
Yeah.
up. You know what
They
I'm
do
saying?
that with everybody. That's the comparing. People
Always
always
do
do
that.
that. Like
Yeah, I feel like A
somebody
Boogie and Lil
can't-
TJ are getting like that's when it first like started getting like
Yeah, yeah.
heated because A Boogie just got tight because Lil TJ sounds like A
For
Boogie,
sure,
but
for
not
sure.
really though. If you really listen in, not really. You can tell who Lil
You
TJ
could-
is.
you
You
could
can
differentiate.
tell who A
Yeah, for
Boogie is.
sure.
Definitely. They
For
got
sure.
they got like he's
But
low.
that's that
more
New York stuff,
younger
right?
vibe.
That's that New York pride. That's that New
Yeah.
York, yo, I want to be the king of New York. That's just all
Everybody,
what it
bro.
really is.
It's annoying.
It's hard in New York to get up because everybody is in such heavy competition,
I
right?
feel like
Like,
the actual king of New York isn't even saying he's the king of New York.
who is it?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Yeah, no matter
That's
what.
just unspoken, right? Like I don't have to even be in that conversation with y'all.
Nah, you just shut up.
Like y'all kids is y'all
Yeah.
little kids. Y'all kids. Y'all
Yeah,
kids. Like I
yeah.
don't even gotta be in it. Like
Yeah, Jay-Z is like basically he's on a different kind of level. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? He's gonna own things that they would wish they could own. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just owning houses
sure.
now. Not to shit on anybody, but you know, we just talking about this levels to this.
So- different
exactly.
level
It's
right
like,
now,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. He ain't even gonna join that conversation.
Yeah, there's certain artists that no matter like if you diss them or not, they're never gonna respond. Like Kendrick, like I remember French said he said he had more hits than Kendrick, and Kendrick didn't even respond. I didn't hear a peep. I heard
This is-
everyone else talk, every other blog talk
He
except for
ain't say
Kendrick.
nothing. And I feel like
Didn't
that's
say
just the
shit.
quarantine thoughts, right? Everybody's so alone in their thoughts. People just start blurting out different things, and that's
Yeah.
when they got heavy into the verses and this person versus that person. I don't like the comparing. Like I feel like everybody unique in their own art.
It's a good conversation.
It
That's
is a good
what-
conversation.
yeah.
It's-
When
but it's
you're
like
bored, that's basically what we was
yeah,
trying
but
to
then it's like the
create.
LeBron versus Jordan. It's like it's one of those.
It's
It's
never-
never,
never.
ending.
Yeah.
So it's just like have your opinion. You can state it, but at the end
And
of the
honestly,
day, let people be great.
yeah, before you have those conversations, I think you should let both careers end first.
Mm.
Then you can talk.
And then you can compare.
Yeah,
Mhm,
because then
for sure.
because for LeBron, for example, he has about
Way more
I
games played.
give him 3 solid years of him being like LeBron, not
Mhm.
being like old LeBron or like
For
whatever.
sure.
Like so gotta see.
But he also has a lot more games played already than Jordan in his career.
Mhm.
Yeah, but Jordan retired twice.
That's what I'm saying. So that's a disadvantage
You see,
to Jordan. Like he
I have
played
a
less
line-
games.
One of my songs, sorry to cut you off, like, and it's basically what I say on 33 signs. It's like 23.
I'm gonna go with the nigga number 23. And I'm hot like Curry only shooting threes.
Yeah.
So basically it could like people gonna try to go into Jordan or they
Or
gonna go
LeBron,
into
because
LeBron.
he only say number 23. He don't say who.
That's so bad. But I mentioned Curry because Curry, like I was a Golden State fan. That's gonna hurt me.
Bandwagon fan.
I'm not bandwagon because he's gonna say that.
I mean, were you a Warriors fan back when
Yes.
Matt Barnes was there,
Yes.
Baron Davis was there?
Yes.
The old retro jerseys that I think look like a lot nicer than the new ones. New ones are trash. The old jerseys are nice.
Do we believe joints?
I think so. Yeah, they want the Thunderbolt.
Yeah,
They were orange and cream.
Yeah, those is fire.
Yeah.
We ain't even gonna have that conversation with this guy, man.
I wanted to just stir the pot. It was just a joke. It was a joke.
But yeah, he
stirring the pot. I know basketball is real touchy, man. He's a coach.
We ain't even gonna have that conversation.
That's what's up.
So yeah, the song 33 Songs though out right now. Go bump that. I said that on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
You gotta get that on iTunes, Spotify.
On the EP.
It's like 33 sounds.
So I started that out and I started that song in August.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like that's when I first met when I first conversed with Young Asco. Because I put out Party 33 a little snip, like I just put out Party 33. Party 33 was on SoundCloud, and he hit me up. He was like, "Yo, got 3 beats for you. Yo, just listen to them." Like he just hit me up. Like he was like, "Yo, please just listen to them." So I listened to the beat, and then immediately I was like, this beat is hot. Like this beat is hot. I'm getting on this right now. So he sent me the original beat to the 33 Songs, and I've been working on this one since August because I stopped. I wrote something out, and it wasn't as good as I wanted it to be, so I just stopped for that.
And then what's crazy, he wrote a song like in the very, very beginning when he first started music. And I'm actually on the song with him. It was actually my verse of the song that I had said something that he actually listened to it. I was like, that's actually fire. He took that and he put it into 30 songs and like mixed and mastered it and made it a new version. So is it the hook? The hook of the song is basically what I said in the old song.
There's
a song that he made called So Serious. It was a song called So Serious. It was on the Tory Lanez beat. So the song basically he said about the body. You can search on this. I don't know if you know. He's been cursing. There's
no network, no radio.
I've been holding my tongue. I'm trying to be proper.
But basically, he was like, "Bitch, I'm about to stack these chips," and I said that in the other song. He took it, put it onto this one, and kind of added onto it. So it was inspired by previous song we made like 2 years ago.
The song is inspired by other songs. Like that's why I feel like the song took so long to come together. Because it was a song that was constructed by other songs. So it's like me finally coming to my who I wanted to be, like Seth, who Seth really was. You know what I'm saying? That's what the music is expressed. That's why it comes out. Like it's singing, it's rapping, and then it's like pop.
Right. Do you feel that the same message also goes for the EP? You kind of just want to give people like a main idea or main focus of like what you're all about. Because you have the singles out, which pretty much kind of display your R&B side, like your rap side, and your trap side, and everything. So the focus and everything. I feel like the EP would be a good opportunity for you to definitely, just tell people, hey, listen, this is what I got. There's more on the way. That's kind of appetizer.
Right. I just feel like people been waiting for a while, like for just a package.
Yeah.
Music, and I've been just giving them, I've been spoon feeding them, and I feel like they deserve a package music so they can just hear it back to back.
Do you feel you get a good response from people off your music?
Yeah,
when I actually push my music, when I got like now that I got him to actually help me push the music, because I've been working on the music itself, trying to perfect it before I even push it. So it's just I've been stretching myself way too thin. And that's basically what it came down to, that I needed help, and he just stepped in and basically helped me promote the music more.
Yeah, I think the videos will help push the music in terms of social media side. Having the videos on the YouTube and all that type of stuff will actually help with the music, pushing it, actually going to it on the social, on all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the videos and all that type of stuff. For the real party to get started.
All right, perfect. I want to thank you guys for coming on the show. Before you leave, though, drop your ads, any Instagram, YouTube information. Want people to follow you on social media stuff.
At greatness.neat. Follow at fear.greatness. At cj.greatness. at Greatness Base, at my son, I forgot how to say his last name. Hardo at Greatness. That's the family in the building. At Seth 33, right here to my left, man.
Yeah, Mark Stephen.
Family. You all in here, man. Shout out Mike Luke too for the opportunity.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Mike is my brother. I love you, Mike. You a real one, for real.
Yeah, if anybody's ever wondering, we're recording at Kodu Inc. right now.
I'm trying to get a job here at Kodu soon. I need to go. I need
Guys doing the same, bro, for real.
I need to have a meeting with Mike. I'm trying to get a job.
I was gonna say, listen, if you guys are definitely thinking about like visuals and photography, you know, you already know something already.
Yeah. Me and Mike been on that conversation since college, for real.
Yeah.
Stirring a little bit here and there. I'm gonna try to get in.
Nah, he's told me mad stories about Mike.
Me and Mike been through the trenches together, for real. Me and Mike.
Nah, he's told me mad stories, bro. Hilarious.
That's my guy.
Yeah. All right, so Seth, Nico, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us, sharing your platform and everything.
Everything is on major platforms. Check it out,
yo. Coldwaterwine on major platforms. The playlist 7. Go.
Absolutely, that's a hit right there. All right, so it's the Re-Up Podcast. We'll catch you guys next time.
Why you lonely? Why you lonely? Always ready when the time comes. Baby, you know who to call. Ain't gotta run, baby, you can come anytime you want. What's on your mind, girl? You know your mind, girl. You know you came to have a good time, girl. Have a good time. Be with me, don't you lose your love, and then I need the love on me all night long. I love when you ain't girl, be with me, don't you lose your love, and then I need the love on